John Miller stood by the large window of the Harmony station, looking at the stars. For 10 years, he had been the voice of Earth at the Galactic Council. His blue eyes showed his tiredness. The council meeting had ended badly again. "Ambassador Miller, the ship is ready whenever you are," said Lisa Franklin, his deputy. Her face showed concern for her boss. John nodded without turning. "Did you see how they looked at us today? Like we are children who should be grateful to sit at the grown-up table." The Galactic Council chamber was the most beautiful room John had ever seen. It held seats for 200 alien races. Some were very old, with histories going back millions of years. Others were newer to space travel, like humans. But humans had a special place. They were good at solving problems between different aliens. They could understand both sides when others could not. Yet humans could not vote on important matters. The Council called Earth a developing species. This meant humans could talk but had little real power. "The Araxians blocked us again," John said, his voice low. "5th time now." "I heard," Lisa replied. "They said we are too young as a space race." John finally turned from the window. "Too young. We've helped them solve the Solitary border fight. We fixed the trade problem with the Medusans. We even saved that moon colony when no one else would send ships." His voice grew louder with each example. Back in his office, John called a meeting with the Earth team. 20 men and women sat around the table. Some wore the blue uniform of Earth's space fleet, like Stephen Grant, the military officer. Others wore plain black suits of the diplomatic corps. "We are being used," John told them. "They want our help, but not our voice." "The Council needs us more than they know," said Stephen, tapping the table with his finger. "Last month, 3 fights almost started between species. Our people stopped them all." Lisa showed charts on the wall screen. Earth ships carry 30% of all trade goods between worlds now. "Aliens trust us because we are fair to everyone." John listened to his team talk for an hour. Then he made a call to Earth's government. The president agreed with his plan after hearing the facts. The next day, John walked into the great council chamber. 200 alien faces turned to him. Some had eyes like insects. Others had skin that changed colors with their moods. A few were just clouds of gas in special suits. John waited until the room was quiet. His voice was calm but strong. "For years, humanity has helped keep peace in this galaxy. We have learned your languages, understood your needs, and solved your problems. Yet you still call us developing. You use our skills but deny us equal standing." He paused. "Today, Earth is withdrawing from the Galactic Council." Shocked sounds filled the room. Some aliens stood up. Others changed colors in alarm. "This is not a threat," John continued. "It is simply our choice. We will return when you offer us full membership with equal voting rights." John gave a small bow. Then he and every human in the room picked up their things. They walked out together in a straight line. The great doors closed behind them with a deep sound. No one in that room knew that this quiet exit would soon cause the biggest crisis the galaxy had seen in thousands of years. 1 week after the humans left, the Galactic Council had its first big problem. The Solitary and Medusans, 2 alien races that had hated each other for hundreds of years, started fighting again. "This mining area belongs to us by ancient right," shouted the Solitary leader, his scaled skin turning bright red with anger. His 4 arms moved wildly as he spoke. The Medusan representative floated in her gravity chair, the tentacles on her head curling tightly. "Your claims are false. These asteroids were marked as shared space in the treaty." In the past, John Miller would have stepped between them. He knew how to calm both sides. But now, no humans were there to help. "I see ships moving near the mining area," reported a council security officer. "Both Solitary and Medusan warships." On Harmony Station, Valerie Scott watched the last human workers pack their tools. As the station's top manager, she was worried. The humans ran most of the important systems. "How long until the air cleaning system needs checking?" she asked Frank, the lead human engineer. Frank looked up from his toolbox. About 2 weeks. After that, the air might start to smell bad in some areas. In 6 weeks, it could become dangerous for some species. Valerie's phone kept beeping with messages. Alien officials were asking when the humans would return. She didn't know what to tell them. "They think this is temporary," Frank said with a small smile. "They don't understand that humans don't make empty threats." On Earth, most people were happy about leaving the council. Crowds gathered in cities with signs saying equal rights or no help, and respect must be earned. Paul Wilson, a popular news reporter, stood in front of a large crowd in New York. "The feeling here is clear. People are tired of solving alien problems while being treated as second-class citizens." The camera turned to show thousands of people cheering. Not everyone agreed, though. In his office at Harvard University, Professor William Baker looked worried as he spoke to his students. "The galaxy is a complex system of relationships," he explained. "Humans have been like the oil that keeps the machine running smoothly. Without that oil, the machine will break down. And when it breaks, we will all feel it." Back at the council, things were getting worse. They called an emergency meeting about the Solteri Medusan problem. It was the first big meeting without humans present. "I will translate for both sides," offered the Palaxian delegate, a tall being with crystal-like skin. "No, my people are better at language," argued the furry Kandar representative. "My species has the most advanced brain structure." "I should mediate," insisted the cloud-like Vorlin. All three tried to control the meeting. They talked over each other. The translation computers couldn't keep up with the confusion. The Solteri leader thought the Medusans had insulted his mother. The Medusan thought the Solteri had threatened to poison their water. Neither was true, but the bad translations made everything worse. The meeting ended with both sides storming out. The Galactic Council chamber, usually a place of order, was now filled with angry voices and confusion. In her office, the head of the council, an ancient being named Zorban, watched the chaos with growing fear. Perhaps, she whispered to herself, "We have made a terrible mistake." 3 weeks after the humans left, the council room became a place of danger. The Kildorians and Voss were arguing about water rights on a shared planet. Both sides got angrier with each word. "You steal water that belongs to my people," shouted the Kildorian representative, a tall being with blue skin and fins on his arms. "We take only what the agreement allows," replied the Voss delegate. Her rock-like skin showed glowing patterns of frustration. Without warning, the Kildorian jumped across the table and grabbed the Voss by her throat. The Voss struck back with her heavy arm. Security drones flew in, but they didn't know what to do. Humans had always controlled these machines. The drones fired stun beams that hit not only the fighting aliens, but also 3 innocent delegates sitting nearby. In the space around Earth, Admiral Nancy Clark watched her computer screens with worry. Her fleet of ships protected Earth, but now they were seeing strange movements. "Look here," she told her second-in-command. "The Graz Empire has moved 20 warships closer to their border with the Teller Republic. And here," said her officer, pointing to another screen, "the Voltar Collective is testing new weapons near the neutral zone." "All these species were kept in check by deals that humans helped create," Nancy said. "Now those deals are breaking down." In deep space, Dangle White was surprised that his small shipping company was getting more business, not less. His ship, the Starlight, had just finished loading cargo at a busy spaceport. "Why are so many aliens asking for human ships?" he asked his first mate. "They don't trust each other anymore," she explained. "But they still trust us. We're the only ones they believe will deliver goods without stealing or spying." On Harmony Station, things were getting uncomfortable. Without human engineers to keep the air systems working properly, some areas became too hot, others too cold. "My people cannot breathe properly in this section anymore," complained a delegate from a gas giant planet. His breathing mask hissed as he spoke. "The water recycling system in our quarters has stopped working," reported another alien with scales and a long tail. The station manager could only apologize. She didn't have the skills to fix these problems. In his private office, the Galactic Council Chair Zorbin activated a secure communication channel. After a few moments, John Miller's face appeared on the screen. "Ambassador Miller, we need to discuss the return of humanity to the Council," Zorbin said, trying to sound friendly. John's face showed no emotion. "Has the Council voted to grant Earth full membership status?" "Well, no, but we could discuss some accommodations," Zorbin said. "Then we have nothing to talk about," John replied calmly. "Earth's position is clear. Equal status or no participation." "You don't understand the damage being caused," Zorbin said, his voice rising. "The Council is beginning to fall apart." "I understand perfectly," John said. "And now perhaps you begin to understand our value." "Good day, Chair Zorbin." The screen went black. Zorbin sat in silence, his 6 eyes blinking in different patterns. For the first time in his 300-year life, he felt afraid for the future of the galaxy. On Earth, John Miller looked out his window at the mountains of Colorado. It had to be done, he said to himself. Sometimes things must break before they can be fixed properly. 2 months after humans left the Council, a real war started. The Tellarite ships crossed their borders and attacked 3 peaceful star systems nearby. "We claim these worlds for the glory of the Tellarite Confederacy," announced their leader in a message sent across the galaxy. His purple face filled the screens of millions of beings. "Any resistance will be crushed." The people living on those worlds called for help. The Galactic Council held an emergency meeting. "We must send ships to protect the innocent," said one delegate. "Who will lead this defense force?" asked another. "In the past, Captain Richard Jones from Earth organized our joint fleet actions. My species has the most advanced warships," said the delegate from Voss. "But our pilots have more experience," argued the Keldorian representative. They had forgotten their fight from weeks ago, and now had a bigger problem. After 6 hours of arguing, they still had no plan. Meanwhile, Tellarite ships landed troops on 2 worlds. People were dying while the Council talked. On Earth, President Wilson called her security team to a special meeting. "The invasion is getting worse," reported Karen Walsh, the top security advisor. Her face looked tired after many sleepless nights. 3 million civilians are trapped on Ilara 4. The Tellarites have blocked all escape routes. "Should we help them?" asked the president. "We said we would stay out of Council business." "If we help, we break our own rule," Karen said. "If we don't, innocent people die." The president looked at the pictures of suffering on the screen. "Start planning a rescue mission, but keep it secret for now. I need more information before we act." In his home in Colorado, John Miller watched the news about the invasion. The pictures showed burning cities and scared people running from Tellarite soldiers. John's phone rang. It was Lisa Franklin, his former deputy. "Are you seeing this?" she asked. "The Tellarites would never have dared do this if we were still in the Council." "I know," John said quietly. "But we can't go back without real change. If we return now, nothing will improve. People are dying, John." He closed his eyes. Sometimes the cure hurts before the healing starts. After he hung up, John walked to his window and looked at the mountains. The weight of responsibility felt heavy on his shoulders. That evening, something unexpected happened. A small alien ship landed near the United Nations building in New York without permission. Earth's defense systems didn't shoot it down because it was so small. 15 aliens from different species walked out. None were from the major Council races. They were all from smaller, less powerful civilizations. "We need to speak with your leaders," said their spokesperson, a small green being with large eyes. "We come without official approval from the Council." When asked why they had come, the alien said something surprising. "The big species pretend to care about peace, but they really just want power. Humans were the only ones who treated small species fairly. When you helped run things, the powerful couldn't push us around. Now no one protects us. At the same time, a message arrived from the Duraxian Library, the oldest knowledge center in the galaxy. It said, "Due to security concerns, access to our information is now limited for most species." But at the bottom was a note: human researchers remain welcome at all times. The galaxy was starting to choose sides, and many were quietly supporting Earth. 4 months after humans left, bigger problems began. The money system that connected all planets started to break down. The galactic credit has lost half its value in just 1 week, reported a nervous Palaxian banker on the news. His crystal skin showed stress cracks. Many worlds cannot buy food or medicine anymore. Before, human financial experts had helped balance the very different economies of all the alien species. Some aliens lived for thousands of years and saved money for centuries. Others lived just 10 years and spent quickly. Humans had found ways to make these different systems work together. Now, without them, the whole thing was falling apart. Some planets were going broke. Others had so much money it became worthless. The translation network was the next thing to fail. This system helped all the different aliens understand each other. When Axoltari spoke, the system changed their clicks and whistles into words others could understand. Humans had helped build and run this system. They were good at catching mistakes and fixing them before they caused problems. "I cannot understand what the Medusan delegate is saying anymore," complained the Voss representative during a meeting. "The machine says he wants to eat our babies, but that cannot be right." The Medusan waved his tentacles in frustration. "I said we want to trade our ABIs. It's a medicine our people make." Such mistakes were happening everywhere, causing new fights and misunderstandings. On Harmony Station, things reached a dangerous point. The air systems were failing in many sections. Some species could not breathe properly. San Luis, who used to lead Earth's team on the station, got emergency messages from many aliens he had worked with. "Please help us," wrote the station manager. "Life support will fail completely in 3 days." Sam knew that official rules said humans should not help, but he could not let people die. He secretly called Julia Murphy, his best engineer. "Pack your tools," he told her. "We're going to Harmony Station tonight. No uniforms, no flags. We go as private citizens, not Earth representatives." Julia nodded. "I'll get my team ready." That night, a small unmarked ship left Earth. 6 engineers traveled secretly to save lives, breaking their own government's rules. At the same time, many alien species started talking directly to Earth, offering special deals if humans would work with them privately, outside the Council. "We will give you exclusive mining rights on 3 moons, offered one species. "We will share our medical technology that extends life by 50 years, promised another. President Laura Wilson set clear rules. "We will provide humanitarian help to prevent suffering. We will trade fairly with anyone. But we will not get involved in politics until the Council changes." The most surprising visitor came next. The Araxian ambassador, from the very species that had blocked Earth's full membership 5 times, arrived on Earth. His trip was not approved by his government. "I come to apologize," he said, looking down at the floor, his long neck bent in the Araxian gesture of shame. "My people were wrong about humans. We were afraid of how quickly you learn and adapt. We feared you would soon surpass us." He handed over an official document. "I bring my government's formal support for Earth's full membership. We have seen what happens without you. The galaxy needs humans more than humans need the galaxy." President Wilson accepted the document but made no promises. "We appreciate your support, but one species alone cannot change the Council. We wait for the full Council's decision." Behind closed doors, 6 months after humans walked out, the galaxy was a mess. Small wars had broken out in 12 different places. Trade between planets had dropped to less than half its normal level. Many species could not get the food, medicine, or fuel they needed. The Galactic Council finally admitted they had a big problem. They called a special meeting that lasted for 2 weeks. For once, they didn't argue with each other. Everyone knew things were very bad. "We cannot continue like this," said the oldest member, a Dorjan whose skin was like thin paper. "Our civilization is falling apart." "We must accept that humans are essential to our community," said another delegate. "Not just as helpers, but as equals." After many long talks, they wrote a new set of rules for the council. The most important change was removing the old system that gave more power to older species. Under the new rules, all members would be equal, no matter how long they had been traveling in space. 5 of the most powerful council members were chosen to take this new agreement to Earth. Their ship was the biggest alien vessel ever to enter Earth's solar system. Secretary of State Diane Foster met them at the special landing area outside Washington, D.C. She was polite, but not overly friendly. "Earth welcomes peaceful visitors," she said. "Please follow me to the meeting room." The aliens looked around nervously. They had never been to Earth before. Some found the gravity too strong. Others thought the air was too dry. But they didn't complain. They had important business. The lead delegate, a tall blue being named Veltek, presented a shiny metal tube to Diane. "This contains the new charter of the Galactic Council. We have completely changed our laws." Inside the tube was a document written in 20 different languages, including English. It laid out the new structure of the council. There would be no more developing species category. All members would have equal voting rights. Most surprising was a new rule that created an executive committee to make quick decisions in emergencies. Earth was offered a permanent seat on this committee. "We recognize that humanity has unique abilities that benefit our shared civilization," Veltek said. "We formally invite Earth to return to the Council as a full and equal member." Diane thanked them but made no promises. "Our president and government will need to study this proposal carefully." That evening, President Wilson went on worldwide television to speak to all humans. "Citizens of Earth, today we received a new offer from the Galactic Council," she said, holding up the document. "They have completely changed their rules in response to our departure." She explained the main points of the new charter, then said something important. "This is not just a decision for the government. This affects all of humanity. So we will hold a global vote. Every adult on Earth can help decide if we should accept this offer." For the next week, people everywhere talked about the choice. Some wanted to stay independent from alien politics. Others thought Earth should rejoin a better, fairer council. TV shows, schools, and families all discussed the big question: should humans go back? Then something unexpected happened. Earth's long-range space sensors detected a massive fleet of ships approaching from beyond the edge of known space. These ships didn't match any known design. They were completely new and unknown. "We estimate over 2,000 vessels," reported Admiral Clark, "and they're heading straight for Council space." Suddenly, Earth's decision became even more important. The galaxy might soon face a threat bigger than anything in recorded history. The global vote on Earth took 3 days. The question was simple: should humanity return to the Galactic Council under the new rules? People waited nervously for the results. News showed long lines at voting stations around the world. Finally, the answer came. 71% voted yes. Earth would rejoin the Council, but with new conditions to protect human interests. John Miller came out of his short retirement to lead Earth's team again. This time, Lisa Franklin and 20 other top experts went with him. "This is not a victory celebration," John told his team as their ship approached Harmony Station. "We are not returning as conquerors or saviors. We go as equal partners ready to work with all species." When they arrived, the station looked different. Some parts were dark because power systems had failed. The air smelled bad. Emergency signs flashed in many places. In the Great Council chamber, all seats were filled. Every species had sent representatives for this historic day. When the humans walked in, the room went silent. John stepped up to the speaking platform. His face was serious as he looked around at the alien delegates. "Earth accepts membership in the reformed Galactic Council," he said. His voice was strong and clear. "We do not come seeking power over others. We come seeking partnership with all. He continued, but know this, we will never again allow ourselves to be treated as less than equals. Humanity's unique skills are a gift we share freely, but our dignity is not negotiable. Many delegates nodded their heads or made their species signs of agreement. The first big test came quickly. Reports confirmed that the unknown fleet was getting closer. They were not responding to any messages sent in known languages. We must prepare for possible attack, said one military leader. What if they come in peace? Asked another delegate. We should not appear threatening. The new executive committee met for the first time. John represented Earth alongside leaders from 4 other species. Together, they created a plan. Send a greeting force that could defend itself if needed, but would try to communicate first. When the mystery ships finally arrived, everyone was surprised. They were not attackers but refugees. Their home galaxy was dying, and they had traveled for generations seeking a new home. We have no weapons, their leader told the council greeting ships. We seek only shelter and peace. Over the next 6 months, the new council worked better than the old one ever had. With humans fully involved in all parts of galactic government, many old problems got fixed. The money system became stable again. The translation network improved to be better than before. Harmony Station was fully repaired, with new systems that could be maintained by any species. The refugee fleet's people were helped to settle on several empty planets. On Earth, things changed too. More aliens came to visit or live there. Human experts like Olivia Scott got jobs on other worlds, teaching their skills to alien students. Eric Green ran a new program helping alien visitors understand Earth. The most common question they ask, he told a reporter, is why humans care so much about species that look nothing like them. 1 year after the Great Walkout, the Galactic Archives officially named the event the Necessary Crisis. The official record said it was a painful but important step forward in our shared history. In the council chamber, a small sign was placed at the human delegation's table. Written in 20 languages, it said simply, "Partnership requires equality." John touched the sign as he sat down for a new day of work. "We almost lost everything," he said quietly to Lisa, "but now we have a real chance to build something better together."